That's right, there's nothing I love more than God, America, and did I say America? And hello my gravy timmies, and welcome back to Pax Britannica, a world as you can see that's in need of some fixing. Pax Britannica tells the story of what if America never got their independence, and apparently that sends the world into a whole spiral of chaos. Now in the latest update, the United Commonwealth of America, Mexico, and the Second Continental Army all got updates, and we've already done the United Commonwealth of America, which means today we're going for the Second Continental Army. So, first things first, as the United Commonwealth of America, we need to not be the United Commonwealth of America. And to do that, we need to go ahead and wait until we do this focus and then go down to this focus over here. So until then, we're gonna hit the 5-speed and go to bed. Alright, half an hour nap later, and it's time for us to switch on over to the Second Continental Army. The Second Continental Army is a failed state. I'll see about that. So, as the Second Continental Army, we need to go ahead and free the United Commonwealth of America from its horrible capitalistic ways. But for us to do that, first we need to discover how to actually be a functioning nation, which I'm going to attempt to do by asking New Virginia over here to joyfully join my cause. Joyfully. Oh, they actually accepted. Huh. I didn't think they would. Yeah, these guys definitely not going to say yes to joining me. Now, we really don't have much in the way of an army, so we gotta make every single battle count. So I'm gonna try to split them in half here and then try and just take their capital. That's right. Welcome to what will one day be America. Just right now. Not very American. Now, whilst this is all happening, we are still hiding from the United Commonwealth of America, and I'm sure if they found out what we were doing over here with our freedom, they wouldn't be too happy. So we gotta click this button every 5 minutes. Nothing says fun like trying to invade Tabernacle. 5. That was, not very fun. Okay, so now we have a choice between the People's Council and the Butlerite Proclamation. One leads to the North American Union and the other leads to the United States. Hey, alright, we gave a shot at the whole United States thing first, alright? And that did the First Continental Army. Not very good. I'm not very American, am I? I'm making 3 guns a day. So now that we've actually expanded a bit there, we are actually gonna start becoming an actual nation by the looks of things, which is good because, you know, the whole 3 guns a day thing kind of sucks. So Fredonia and New Zealand just both declared war on me, and I think I just have enough troops I could just walk around them and probably capitulate both of them. Yeah, well, there's one of them gone. Yeah, it looks like New Zion's gonna have to find a newer Zion. I do have to say, Pax Britannica developers, you should definitely redo the tech stuff, because sometimes you just can't tell what you have and haven't researched. So we need to move into the Supreme Ranger Command, led by a familiar face. There goes Patton. Don't mind if I do. We're getting kind of big here, aren't we? But so is Mexico. Should probably worry about that. Okay, we're in a bit of a pickle at the moment because every time I kill someone, someone on the other side of me then declares war. I think it's safe to say I'm gonna need a bigger army. Okay, crisis averted. Oh man, we are getting a little big. Okay, I am worried about Mexico and the Greater Dixie Republic, though. I think one of them's going to be coming for me next. Well, I guess that settles it. I guess the issue with this is the Kingdom of America, who looks like they won their war with Britain, may not know who we were before, but when I turn up on their border in a second, they're definitely going to know who we are. But I guess at least I won't have to keep clicking the button so they don't know who I am anymore. Oh, my economic health has improved too, so now we've gone from 0. So, question is, are they just going to immediately declare war on me? I'm not gonna hide anymore. I'm not scared about being found, and I can launch the revolution whenever I want. I'm just not ready yet, though. I need a few more troops on the border because I forgot these guys are in their faction. Alright, we have done enough build-up. I think it is time for the Second American Revolution to kick off. Here's hoping it does better than the first one. Just gonna put that out there. The reclamation war has begun. Now, problem is, I don't have any air because we're not smart enough to do that, apparently, but also somehow smart enough to build these giant robots. Yeah, it doesn't add up. Alright, I found myself we're getting an air force, which is going to be from sending attaches to the French and the Russians, who I'm assuming are absolutely death-warring someone in the air right now, because it's coming up very fast. Thankfully, the AI is making my job a lot easier by attacking my lines every now and again, and as you can see, the units are getting pretty low strength every time they do it. But as soon as I get some planes in the sky, after kind of duping the system, I will make my great push east and liberate America and all those Americans from well, themselves currently. But whilst we're not pushing over here on the eastern front, we do have a western front over here with the Canadians, or the Free Province of Borealia. What a cool name. Blah. And this is where we are going to push them out for good. Right, giant robots have marched into Seattle. More news at 10. Right, the great robot revolution has destroyed the Canadians. Destroyed them and then capitulated them to Italy. Not too sure about that one. Alright, good news is, even though we had a bit of a interesting end to our northern campaign over here, it is time for our push east. The planes are ready. We don't have a lot of them, but I think we have enough to get the job done, and we're getting a few more robot overlords out, and we're hopefully going to put this to bed. I mean, hopefully. They may just capitulate to the Italians again. You never know with Hoi 4. Here you go, the great breakthrough has begun! Although in all fairness, we're only really pushing where the giant robots are. Everything else is a little bit slower. But that is one hell of a collapse. Definitely worth the wait. With the fall of New York, the war has been won. Thankfully, it looks like Italy didn't get any of the spoils. And as we set about earlier in our campaign, we'll be keeping ourselves around for as long as possible. None of that election malarkey. The American crow. Oh, I wonder which picture will be. Oh, that's something, isn't it? God, the United Indian Dominions are trapped in Florida. There is no worse hell than that. And I've finally completed the focus so I can get an air force, but we found a way around that anyway. Ugly looks like not everybody wants to join my wonderful dream for a united America. Not a United States of America, which might be part of the problem, I reckon. Ain't nothing a bit of head smashing won't fix. So, we get to pick ourselves a new capital for our great American state, and we get New York, Boston, or Ohio. Ohio sounds great. What have I done? Next up, I think we need to relieve the Confederacy of Free Tribes of their freedom by, of course, making them free. Free to join my freedom. There you go. Doesn't it feel better to be liberated by my giant robots? Sure is freeing. Freeing of your life. Next up, it's time to give the Mexicans a helping hand in a dose of freedom too. You're free to leave at any point. Leave this existence. We've also purchased Alaska from the Russians, and yep, that is looking pretty good. We've also formed the Global Revolutionary Front with our best buds Japan. Not sure about this alliance, but you know what? It's the only friend we have in the world currently. We also have war goals on Cuba and Hispaniola over here, but the problem is I can't really use our giant robots for the naval invasion, so this might be a bit of a predicament. As we celebrate the Greater North American Union officially being founded, we have also successfully managed to land in Cuba. And the second invasion went off without a hitch. And of course we'll annex them straight into our union. Now, it doesn't look like anyone really cares about what we're doing, mostly because, you know, Britain, Russia, and France and all that, they're all still in their death war, where no one will ever win, because I don't think they can get naval supremacy because of what happened in the last video. I just realized I had a navy just kind of sitting over here. And how long have you been out here? Oh, actually, I have a lot of navies. Okay, I didn't realize when I inherited the United Commonwealth's navy that they would just be everywhere. All right, we're also going to go ahead and demand the Mosquito Coast over here, which, well, makes people not like me. Next up, we're showing off a little bit with our giant navy that we found that was lying around and doesn't have any planes on the carriers. That's oopsie-daisy. Yeah, you know what they say. Sometimes you win some and you lose some. And I just so happened to lose the entire navy. So we could go ahead and end our campaign right here after establishing the Great North American Union, but I don't think so. Now, there isn't technically anything else we can do right now, because after we form the Great North American Union, that's where the campaign ends, but I'm not done yet. You see, I don't feel right leaving the game off when there's been nothing actually happened to Britain. Because they haven't won or lost their war. I think I'm going to have to get myself involved, not for any power grabs or anything like that, simply for revenge. Now, whilst we can't go ahead and actually declare war on the British any normal way, with the power of the console commands, I could do anything I want. The United States of China is going to send me 11 divisions. Sure, China, get it! Right, good news is I've built a bomber that can bomb the United Kingdom. Bad news is I don't actually have any nuclear bombs, and I can't build any nuclear reactors because we have 0% consumer guns. Because when you win and form the whole North American Union, you get a thing called isolation. Can't get rid of this. Because I don't think you're really meant to play the game past this. It does mean we will never have any more factories to build, so let's hope we manage these naval invasions. Looks like, yep, we are in. And the giant robots have descended upon Britain. There you go. Considering once upon a time we couldn't even make like one gun a week, this is a big show of force. I gotta say, Queen Victoria, you have lived through quite a lot of things. I guess even you didn't see this one coming. Yeah, the game did not know how to handle me invading them. We've just gone into a normal peace conference. Yeah, I didn't really know what to take, so I just made sure I took London, you know. Add it to my empire. I mean, totally not an empire. Not at all. Definitely not an empire. There you go. That is our new world order, and it is definitely looking interesting, especially over here in Europe. Seemingly the French and the Russians have split Europe between themselves, and I don't think that this this alliance would last too long. I just notice if you click on the Swiss. No leader? Oh, I just noticed the British are still alive. There they are, Imperial Britain, with the last holdouts in the Falklands. I could think of no fitting end to the wretched empire itself. But yeah, that is another Pax Britannica update down. I could do the Mexicans as well, but I looked for it. It didn't seem that interesting. I think the interesting ones definitely are the Greater North American Union and the Commonwealth of America, which I have done both of now. Of course, we do also have the United States of America focused side of the Second Continental Army, but I've been told, and from what I've seen, the Greater North American Union's the more interesting thing to create. But yes, alas, Gravy Timmy, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button down below, and definitely go check out Pax Britannica. I'll be back whenever they go ahead and do a new update, and I'll play whatever nations they decide to give focuses. Like over here in the Sigalo Cossack host. I feel like this guy has a story to tell, and it's probably not very good.